welcoming to the stage, Bridge and Tunnel!
Enjoying some comedy. Basements! Fuck yeah! This is Get Real with Bridge and Tunnel. And what we do, it's a very special show. It's our new form that we do as a sketch group. It's kind of like sketch meets storytelling. We bring in people that really interest the hell out of us. And what happened about 3 weeks ago, we meet with the person, they tell us the stories, we write the sketches that are inspired or based on the stories they tell us, and the stories you'll hear tonight. Last month we had a psychic medium. It was tremendous.
But this month it's going to be even better.
But this month it's even better because it's our dear close friend. He is a celebrity eyebrow guru. You may have seen him on Bravo's The Singles Project. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey Healy!
So good.
So, Mr. Joey Healy, you are a celebrity eyebrow specialist.
That is true.
What does that mean?
That means I specialize in celebrities' eyebrows. I am an eyebrow stylist. I started as a makeup artist in the city, and then I found my little world, which was eyebrows, and then I created a company, and then I worked really hard, and now that's all I do. I'm just an eyebrow dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's your calling.
That is my calling. Absolutely.
So obviously you weren't always an eyebrow dude. So before you were an eyebrow dude, what did you go to school for? What did you study?
So I went to Villanova. Some of my Villanova friends are here. The college crew, they're really loyal.
What's the mascot?
The mascot's the Wildcat.
Go Wildcat!
Wildcat!
Right?
Oh, Wild. I was a marketing major, and so I studied marketing, which wasn't, they didn't have an eyebrow major at the time. So they needed a major. I studied marketing, and then I graduated and moved right to the city, and I said, fuck that.
And you graduated early.
I graduated a year early. I moved here when I was 20. I moved here on Memorial Day, and I've been here for 8 years. And then I started working in costume design, and then beauty, and then brows. So I wanted to do my own thing.
So tell me a little bit about your job when you first moved to the city. What was your first job?
I worked at Bloomingdale's. Hey! Bloomingdale's, right? Yeah. No, I worked in retail, which at the time was torture and not that much fun, but I learned a lot from it. I know, right? Everyone's been there, right? And that was actually a good experience. I worked in Bloomingdale's in Soho. I did makeup and I sucked. And I learned a lot there, on other people.
What do you mean you sucked?
I mean, like sucked. Like I was bad at makeup. No, you know what it was? Is that when
you also suck.
I sucked. That's what I did.
All right, we're going to get ready.
Oh, that's the show, everyone!
I wanted to do a creative job, and I didn't know how to do makeup, and I was interested, so I went there, and I used to try to take some private clients to the side, and I used to do makeup, but I had lots of ups and downs with that.
When you took private clients to the side, did you ever have any accidents or anything?
Yes, and I shared one with you in our intro.
Yeah.
So I had this woman, and she was at Bloomingdale's. She had a big party to go to, and she said, "Oh, can you do my makeup? Come to my house." I said, "Sure, I'll do it for like $10, like whatever." And then she asked me if I could do fake lashes, and I was like, "Yeah, I can do fake lashes, of course."
Who can?
Glued her eyes shut. Not like, oh, there's something in the corner, we've been there. Glued them shut. To the point where I told her to keep them closed for the rest of the service, and then I was trying to figure out a way to get him out, but really bad. But I was overconfident, but enthusiastic. I was ready to do it and do it better than anyone else.
So are they still glued shut?
I don't know, you'll have to ask. She's somewhere hiding there.
She's right behind the door.
Exactly.
So you moved here when you were 20. Obviously nobody that else graduated early, so tell us a little bit about your living situation.
So when I moved to the city, the best option for a roommate was Craigslist. It was like literally the best, most technological option. There were no, it was just, that's what I did. So I found this woman, and I was 20, she was in her mid-60s, and she was an ex-con. And we shared this studio. And I feel like that must happen to everybody, but the more
It does not happen to
not true. I asked her, like, remember your
That
first
has
ex-con?
never happened to me.
No.
Nope.
It was peculiar.
So what was she, you told us, but for the sake of the audience, what did she get in trouble with the law for?
Oh, kidnapping children.
I'm glad you clarified
It's
that.
like Google will give you a lot of information. I mean, Google existed and I have no excuse.
Yeah.
No, it's not like she shoplifted. She was
Oh,
straight up kidnapped.
she was a kidnapper. Children, get in the van.
Oh no.
She was a lot, and she had all these issues, but you know what, the rent was cheap, and she used to make me give her cash under her pillow, and I didn't know, I thought that was normal. It was so fucked. It was so fucked.
I think maybe you didn't think that was normal. You wanted to believe.
You know, when you move to New York, you deal with a bunch of bullshit. Everyone does, and like you just make do because you want to be here so bad.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be here so bad, so I gave her so many passes.
So like, tell us, for example, the spaghetti story.
Spaghetti story.
So this is so funny, it's so random, and it just says who she was. Looking back, I think she was a drug addict. At the time, I was so naive, but I thought she was eccentric. I really didn't know. So I come home from work, I make spaghetti, the poor man's food, we're from Bloomingdale's. I made spaghetti. I went to the living room to watch America's Next Top Model. I remember these details. And then I heard her come into and I left spaghetti in, because I was with me all day. So I left it in the kitchen, and I went to go watch TV. I heard her come into the apartment, and the entrance was over that way. And then I went to go get more. All the lights were off in the kitchen. This is dramatic. I turn on the lights. She's on the floor, covered in spaghetti, playing with it, rubbing it all over her body. Seriously, insane shit. So I turned off the lights and just went back to watching TV. The next day, I knew that if I dealt with it head on, I was gonna have to do that. So the next morning, there's no trace of spaghetti, not a piece of marinara pesto, and she's never talked about it again. But she was just like, that's how she was. She would get into her black holes at night. It's crazy.
And you told us when you were in the city, you went to school at Vino.
Viva. Where did I go? Aveda. It was such a
I
hard
know.
education. Exactly. I did decide when I was in the city, I wanted to have a relevant credential in beauty. I wanted to be, so I studied to become an esthetician, and I went to the Aveda Institute in Soho, and there I had to learn how to do waxing, facials, everything. And it was great. It was a good education. It was good to have I'm a licensed esthetician now. And, I thought it was good to have a business degree, but good to have that. And it was funny because, as I shared with you, prior to getting into eyebrows, I felt like I had two roads, two paths that I could. Right.
Yes.
Because another thing that I was so good at was Brazilian treats. I was really good at doing full Brazilian. I was like a fucking animal.
Even the way that you just
You just ripped your hair off of someone in the audience.
Exactly. No, I was a Brazilian ninja, and it was so funny. They said to me, you're one of the best of Brazilians in years, and I had a lot of confidence. I had no emotional attachment to vaginas. So I thought at that point, I'm really good at brows. I'm really good at Brazilian.
But you picked
Brows,
and
one
here
line
we
art.
are.
Here we are.
So we're gonna do some sketches. Anybody have
wait.
any more questions?
No, I'm not.
All right, Joey.